What's up, guys? AJQuest here, bringing you the fight recap. The fight just happened not too long ago, about 10 minutes ago, between JDS versus Ben Rothwell. First and foremost, I need to apologize to JDS. Man, he looked phenomenal in this fight. My review was, I thought he lost his fire that was burning inside for him to be champ or actually continue to fight in the UFC. And this fight just pretty much just shows that he's back, he's ready to go on that title run. Definitely, let's talk about each fighter, what they did, and what they did right and what they did wrong. Let's talk about Ben Rothwell first, man. We got to give him credit, man. He was coming off that four fight win streak. You got to give him credit. Knocking out Alistair Overeem as well. That's no easy task for anybody. But anyways, Ben Rothwell, what he did right in the beginning of the fight was, control the center of the octagon. He was putting pressure on JDS and also utilizing his size, and he would push forward, continue to push forward, and putting his body on him. So that goes a lot. That goes to show you, he had a game plan going in, and he know that JDS was going to be a tough fight. And that's the reason why he controlled the center of the octagon and continued to put pressure on him. So another thing that he was doing right was doing those leg kicks. And you guys know JDS is a boxer. He has some serious striking skills, as you guys seen tonight. What you do is that when you're fighting a boxer, if you kick his leg a few times, it hurts for him to put any leverage on that lead leg. And that's what Ben Rothwell was trying to do. And once he get that done, so he can get close to land some punches and actually take JDS down. And he was trying to take, a page out of Cain Velasquez's book, because you guys know he don't do too, JDS don't do too well once a wrestler gets a grab a hold of him and also get him down to the mat. And I guess that was his game plan. But you guys still got to give credit to Ben Rothwell. He lasted 5 rounds. He was taking punishment. He has the heart of the champion, and he wants to be champion eventually. But from this loss, any fighter gets better when you're fighting against a better fighter. So he has to get back to the drawing board and figure out what he needs to work on as well and what he needs to improve in his game. Now let's talk about JDS. This is the old JDS that everybody sees, but not quite there yet. In my opinion, his jab was working all night. Pretty much his right hand was there tonight as well. But I was more impressed of his footwork. I was more impressed of his speed. Like I said, speed was a factor for this fight. Getting out harm's way when Big Ben was coming in and trying to put pressure and trying to hold him up against the cage. His speed was there. He could get away from it. Yes, he got hit a few times, but it really didn't do it any damage. Reason why, when you're running and moving forward and trying to throw those heavy punches, you're really not putting any weight on those punches. So that's the reason why he was able to take those punches from Big Ben. Another thing that I seen JDS doing was that left check hook above. Every time when Ben Rothwell was set up for a jab, his left hook was there, and that's the reason why you guys seen Ben Rothwell's eye taking some damage. He's throwing combinations as well. Those body shots was hurting Ben Rothwell, and I heard the commentator, he looks gassed out. Yes, that's what happens when you take those body shots. When you start punching around the rib cage, it affects the lungs. And when you're at that heavyweight class, that 260 pounds, yes, it takes a toll. And you need oxygen to feed your muscles. And you're walking around like 260, so of course you're going to get drained every time you get hit with a body punch. I got hit before when I used to fight. And those body shots, they do damage, folks. And, that's what JDS was doing. But what I would like to see him do is, check some of those leg kicks, because he was getting kicked in the leg. I was a little bit worried in, the earlier rounds. But he needs to throw some leg kicks as well, so he needs to mix it up. And I don't know exactly if there's going to be a rematch between him and Cain Velasquez or Alistair Overeem. He has to check those leg kicks and also give leg kicks back. And, you guys seen him do some a little bit fancy spin kick. I prefer him not to do that because, yeah, maybe you could do it to Ben Rothwell, but you won't be able to do it to an athletic heavyweight such as Cain Velasquez or Alistair Overeem because you're just setting yourself up for failures on those, JDS. But anyways, I'm glad to see him back to kind of his old former self. I know at times he could have went in for a finish, but he don't want to get knocked out because he knows he respects Big Ben's power. JDS right now, he's fighting smart, and he got a good training regimen now at ATT. So, I'm really glad to see him get his fire reignited as well. And I think he's ready for that, the title run, like what I said earlier. Another thing, let's talk about that vicious right hand of his. Definitely you guys seen it in round two. He set it up with that left check hook, Big Ben, and the body shots. And of course, once you start landing those, and it's hard to time him as well because he had great head movement. So Big Ben had a hard time. And what happened was when he hit him with that straight right hand, that thunderous right hand to be exact, man, stunned him. And JDS kind of hesitated. Then he gave him that "this is Sparta" kick. Oh man, I was jumping up and down off my couch. But definitely, those are the type of things that I expect to see from JDS. And then once he seen him drop when he gave him that Sparta kick, he ran in there trying to finish the fight. But it was kind of at the end of the round already, and pretty much Big Ben was saved by the bell. But like what I said, let's give credit to Big Ben. He's a very unorthodox fighter. He fights like squared up posture. He keeps moving forward. He was putting pressure. You guys got to give him credit. Not too many heavyweights is willing to do that with JDS because they know, that right hand is coming. At the end, you guys heard JDS, he doesn't need Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he said he's a boxer, which is true, but he's going to need it for a wrestler. He's definitely going to need those. But he also has an excellent takedown defense of 80% as well. But anyways, please leave me your comments to let me know what you guys thought about the fight. And also let me know who you guys think that, JDS is going to fight next. And let me know your thoughts on Big Ben. Let me know who you think he should fight next. See if he need the extra fight to actually see if he improve. But definitely, like what I said, always please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.